Hey guys, what's poppin'? My name is Tawana, aka whatever you want it to be at the end of the day, and I have finally built the courage to return to YouTube. I have finally put my fears aside and have come back to the platform of YouTube. And today's video is going to be like a little bit of a deep conversation with yourselves and myself about why I disappeared for basically a year and how I was able to get sidetracked not only in my graphic design business but on my YouTube channel as well. So this conversation can get a little bit deep. So if you're here for that, then let's go. So let's go back in time. So around this time last year, I kind of like built the motivation. I'm gonna say motivation for a reason. I built the motivation to kind of launch my YouTube channel. I signed up. I made the email. I started like planning videos I wanted to do. I started scripting them, and for about 3-4 weeks, I think, I posted a video every week. I was consistent until I wasn't, and I basically disappeared. I didn't just disappear off YouTube. I disappeared off Instagram. I disappeared off TikTok. I just disappeared, and at the time I didn't know why, and at the time I didn't really care. But obviously there was a deeper underlining for why I just disappeared and let my business just basically be forgotten about. And the reason for why I disappeared was fear. Like, I let fear get into the driver's seat of my life and take me down a very shitty road, as well as comparison. I love graphic design. I love video editing, but I kept comparing myself to people who had X amount of years on me. So we're talking 4, 5, 6, 7 years on me. I've only been doing graphics for 2 years, inconsistently, because I've tapped in and out of the industry a couple times. But yeah, I've been doing graphic design for basically 2 years, and I was comparing myself a year and a half in to someone who had been doing it 5, 6 years, and that is where I fucked up. And then all these voices started creeping in. All these voices kept telling me I wasn't worth what I thought I was worth. All these voices said, like, who do I think I am? Like, actually, when I deep it, it's actually funny. I basically let myself believe that I was not allowed to come onto this platform and share my experience. And it's crazy now that I think about it, because what? Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Huh? Like, no, that was unacceptable. Unacceptable. There was a few experiences that happened that kind of made me get out of that mindset, and it did take me a while, but I did get out of it. And the first thing was that even though I wasn't posting like for months, people still wanted to work with me, and I was baffled, because if I couldn't even turn up for my business, why would you want to work with me? If that makes sense. And that was how I saw it. But the fact that they still wanted to work with me and they were adamant to work with me said a lot. So that was like my first realization, like, you could do this. And a couple months went by, and I was getting like maybe one client a month, and I was taking the odd project here and there, but it wasn't consistent like how I was doing it before. And it got to like summer, and then that one of my TikToks that I posted like a year before, so in 2022, started trending. Like, it started going viral. I started getting more and more comments on it. It just started taking off out of nowhere, and I couldn't like fathom why, if that made sense. So I was just like questioning, but at the same time, people genuinely had questions about graphic design and getting into it, and if you need a degree, and did I have a degree, and how I went about it, and just all of these questions. I started getting Instagram DMs. People was messaging me on my personal, people was messaging me on my business page, and then I started getting on my business TikTok as well. I started getting like comments, and I was like, raw. Like, people actually want to know how I went from a beginner to where I am now, how I actually get clients, and how I grow as a graphic designer. So that was like the second thing that made me be like, you need to fix up. You need to fix up and post up and be there for the people that basically want you to be there. Like, it's a sign. It's a sign. So I did a major rebrand. I really started to ask myself what it is I wanted to do as a graphic designer. Who do I want to be? What do I want to be known as? And I kind of want to be known as that graphic design, I don't say bestie, because that sounds kind of cheesy, but I just want to be someone that it's like a graphic design friend that you guys can come to and speak to and get honest responses. Do you know what I mean? And that's just kind of how I felt like it, because I just put myself in you guys' shoes, which I've been in quite recently as well. And how would I want myself to respond to myself, if that makes sense? And that's how I kind of look at all of you guys. All of you guys that send me all of these messages, that's just how I look at you. I just look like I'm talking to my younger self. And I keep it 100. You guys keep asking me questions about this, my finances, this, that. And I keep it 100. And I feel like that's kind of what makes you guys trust me, because I don't lie in my shit. And there's no need for me to lie in my shit. I genuinely want to help people, and I'm genuinely honest about my journey. It makes you guys fuck with me more. And that is why I've come back on YouTube. And and it's not even about motivated to come back. I'm actually disciplined to come back, because the plan I have and the conversation I've had with some of you guys, it's making sense. Like, it's making so much sense for why I need to stay on this platform and why I need to voice my experience. So through this whole experience of 2023, I want to say, like, one thing I really learned is that success is not a straight line. So many people said this as well, but it's not a straight line. There is twists and there's turns, there's hills and there's dips, there's all of it. But no matter what, you just have to keep going. If graphic design or anything in the creative industry or anything in life is what you want to do, just do it. Like, just do it. And I know it's gonna be like, oh, but Tawana, trust me, I have been there. I've delayed my whole journey just by letting my fears creep in. And you have to look at everybody that is successful in your industry, the most richest people in the world. They had to start somewhere. And if they didn't start, would they be where they are today? And that's how you gotta see it. That's literally how you gotta see it. So all these trials and tribulations, they were never barriers. No, they were never like blockages in life. I'm trying to sound like a motivational speaker here, can you hear it? Well, no, seriously. They were never like permanent blockages. They were just like hurdles that I had to build up the strength to get over. And I feel like now that I'm over and I can see that I consistently can push myself past these hurdles, it's just going to be a snowball effect at this point. It's just going to keep rolling. It's going to keep going. And I could blow. I could really take this off. I could really become a really successful graphic designer. And the thought of that is just, you guys can see the smile on my face. You know what I mean? Like, the thought of that is just amazing. So if you're out there and you're feeling some type of way, or you're feeling like you're not worthy of, or you're doubting yourself in getting into graphic design, I want this video to be a sign as to why you should get into graphic design, or why you should get into that creative space, or any area that you're looking into. And allow yourself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that is just how you're going to grow. But allow yourself to have that time to be a beginner, and allow yourself to learn, and you will flourish. Like, it's just consistency. Like, and that's why in the beginning I used the word motivation, because I feel like motivation is like a short-lived pump that people get, but motivation is not enough. Because this video could motivate you, but it's not really gonna be enough, because if something does come in the way, like, are you gonna push past it? Or are you going to allow it to slow you down, like how I did, like how I allowed the barriers in my life to do that? So that's kind of what you got to ask yourself. And that's why I say, like, motivation is like just like the tip of the iceberg. Underneath that whole bottom of the iceberg is discipline. It's you being consistent. It's you showing up for yourself. And your biggest why, whatever it is, you got to see why you're doing it. And that's got to be a reason why you keep going. This video can get 2 likes. Oh well. We go again next week. The next week you get 10 likes. Oh well. We go again the week after that, and we're just gonna keep going to as like a snowball effect. And I hope this honest conversation that I'm having with you guys helps you as well as myself to keep going and to keep being consistent. And just show up for yourself. Because why not? Why not be your biggest supporter? Because if you're not, who is? You know what I'm saying? So, I know you guys probably have so many questions, so if you do, or if you've got any video suggestions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will respond to as many of them as I can if I get a lot. But if not, I'll respond to every single one of them. And I hope this video is inspiring because I felt very vulnerable having this conversation with you guys. But also that it's a challenge and I'm up for it, and that is why and I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and you guys are gonna join me on this journey. You're gonna join me. You guys are gonna join me. Yeah? So get ready to see me on your screen a bit more. So that is me done with my little confession. And if you guys are ready to further your way to success with me, if you guys are ready for the setbacks and the comeback, and if you guys are ready to see a real journey with me, then just hit that subscribe button, like and comment, engage with me. Like, I want to have a conversation with you. Like, let's go. And do you know what is even more exciting? Sorry, I know I was basically closing the video and I just come back, but I also will be sharing my video editing journey on here, and I know that might not be some of you guys' interest, but it's just to show you guys that I am going to put myself back into a uncomfortable position by being a complete beginner in an industry I know nothing about, and I am going to try my hardest to document it and kind of show you guys how I went from a complete beginner in video editing to a pro in video editing. So hit that subscribe button, join the community. Let's curate something amazing together. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Well, you better be there because we're taking each other accountable, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see you next week. Thanks. Bye.